on this episode.
100.
Need to try and forget about Idaho. There was a disastrous weekend. Need to come back strong here.
Here at New England Forest this weekend, we have a very large field.
Full of energy now to come back and try to win.
It means a lot to us, that maybe more than people realize.
It's exciting driving for them and very difficult on the cars.
Stressful is probably the best way of describing it.
16 over wheelie jump.
These stages were crazy fast, you know. Come on, let's go. We are driving and making history again.
I'm not sure it's happened before.
This is Launch Control. It's a beautiful day in Maine for the start of the New England Forest Rally. Typically, this event culminates in celebration, but after consecutive events fraught with technical troubles, the focus is on turning a new leaf.
Need to try and forget about Idaho. There was a disastrous weekend for the whole team, really.
For sure, as us as engineers on the technical side, we're always concerned about reliability. Some things you can anticipate, and through regular servicing you can keep on top of that. But sometimes something bites you that you didn't expect.
Come on, over the hill. Come on, girl. We're done. All right, I'm going to push it.
The trouble started 2 events prior in Oregon.
No problem.
An intermittent fuel issue caused near rally-ending moments for both cars. Next time out in Idaho, it struck again.
I drove and then all of a sudden it stopped. Nothing happened on the front. So I had to restart everything and
The team has since made engineering changes in hopes of eliminating the issue.
So in order to overcome the problems we had on the previous events, we've removed the fuel system, changed the lift pump arrangement, which is used to collect the fuel out of the 4 corners of the tank, and also changed the high pressure system as well. So we've got some new updates, and we hope to have a good event.
Need to come back strong here, but it's a really tough rally to go and attack on just driving because there's so many big rocks out there. You know, we've done this rally so many times before, and we've lost it so many times by, you know, just the odds rock in the wrong place in the car at the wrong time. So you've got to be smart on this event as well. So that's the main key now.
full of energy now to come back and try to win, you know. Hopefully it could be a good event, but it's going to be very, very tricky. It's extremely quick roads and very narrow and neat, so we'll see what it brings.
High pressure on the engineers. High pressure for the drivers and co-drivers. This is a must-win event for the championship run, and it all starts with one of the most famous stages on the calendar, Concord Pond.
3, 2, 1, go.
Higgins and Drew kick things off. The opening test sets the tone, and the defending champs want to show their teammates why they're considered the favorites at NEFR.
Okay, 80, right 16 over wheelie jump.
Behind them, Solberg is hungry for more. Oliver's performance has been eye-opening, and he wants another win. The extremely fast roads are common in the US, but less so in European rallying. He's not afraid of the challenge.
6 left, minus. Half-long tightens, 5 plus over, jump, keep in. 60 line into 6 right, minus tightens, early, 5 plus, keep very double press, open.
First pass through the stage complete, and the champs set the bar. Oliver trails his teammate by 3.5 seconds. Higgins and Drew know the high speeds and constant jumps on Concord Pond are exciting, but they're only the start of a long rally. Their focus shifts to the long game, allowing Solberg and Giraudet to take back 2 seconds on the next pass.
All the way to the red, just keep going all the way to the red. Okay. How she was on some angle over that jump.
A short midday service before a much longer South Arm loop, and everything seems to be back to normal.
A good run, really. Everything feels okay and no crazy risk, but landed quite heavy on the jump on the first run, so second time through we're just a little bit more careful.
It's tough to start with stages like that. Yeah, for sure, it gave me a very good feel of the rally. You know, these stages were crazy fast, you know. But if we don't do mistakes and get a clean run, I think we can do some good times, yes.
Service complete, and the fuel system issues appear to be a thing of the past. Leading the rally, leading the way, Higgins and Drew are first into these critical 2 stages.
Look after the car, ready for the push on the way back, yeah?
If Solberg thought Concord Pond was fast, he's entering a new level on South Arm. Higgins and Drew love this out and back stage and have dominated their opponents here in the past. The 26-mile loop is long enough to establish a rally-winning lead, and the veterans are at max attack. Oliver plans to match the commitment, but suffers a puncture early in the stage.
Shall we stop?
It's on the rear. 4 kilometers. You know, I don't like that.
No. Come on, let's go.
Changing a tire costs 3 minutes if done in record time. Their rally has just taken a turn for the worse. The clock begins to tick away. Higgins and Drew, unaware of their teammates' misfortune, continue at a blistering pace.
Long okay, 100, slow in right 5 in, 35 down, entry, left 4 plus long, 35 down, entry, left 4 plus long, 40, left 1 6 minus.
You let somebody pass and we go after? Yeah, okay.
The flat is replaced on Solberg's car, but it's cost him dearly. He's now 24th overall and out of contention for the win. A frustrating turn of events for the determined driver.
Into 5 right, minus title.
With the stage loop complete, both Subarus arrive at service. Their rallies are very different.
No crazy risk because you always know you've got to bring the car back again and there's no service. Because we had quite a comfortable lead at that point, we just backed off, got all the run back and gave it a few seconds up, but we still extended our lead over Barry, which was the main thing.
I was thinking I'm going to go for a push, you know, and after 1.8 miles the tire delaminated and that was it, you know. We had to change the tire and got some problems with that and I lost a lot of time. So tomorrow everything can happen. It's still a long rally. Just drive our rhythm and have fun, you know.
Focused on tomorrow, it's amazing to think that just a few days earlier, the number 70 Subaru was on the other side of the Atlantic at one of the world's premier automotive festivals. The Goodwood Festival of Speed celebrates the love of motorsport and automotive excellence. And for the first time, a Vermont sports car-built Subaru is in attendance.
Goodwood floor was an amazing experience to see this and also bring the Subaru over, you know, with my dad. His Subaru and my Subaru and have that experience together and show the people that, you know, Subaru is back in a way.
Are we looking good? Photo models?
For Oliver to come here the first time, it's incredible, you know. And I brought my first winning car from 2002. This car means a lot to me. And then, of course, Oliver has his car from America, so we can drive together and make a good show. But this is also Oliver's first winning car in Olympus. I think this is history, you know, that the father, son, and he's coming up back with the color again.
The American Rally and Rallycross Initiative is Subaru's largest motorsports program in the world. So to place Oliver's rally-winning STI next to his father's Subaru represents the continuation of a legacy.
We are driving and making history again.
It means a lot to us, that maybe more than people realize.
Isn't that great? Father and son on the stage at the same time.
I'm not sure it's happened before that we've had father and son. Certainly, you know, one is a world champion, the other one an aspiring world champion.
I haven't driven the car for 10 years! 10 years!
And Oliver Solberg, this is the car that he's been using in the American Rally Championship, the Impreza STI. It's his current.
Goodwood has been an incredible experience because the scale of the event is enormous and the fan engagement is crazy. There's thousands and thousands of people who show up here.
It's good fun to be able to bring it to the people and still show the old generation and the new generation of Subaru, so it's good fun.
It's
good to see this coming back again properly. And you have to remember, rally and Subaru, it's the strongest history that's ever been for the company. So it's great.
It's the first time we've had the chance to exhibit a car here at Goodwood. We're getting in front of an audience that is really excited and intelligent about motorsports and that loves what we do and just wants to be close to race cars all the time, which we love to be in front of as well.
One weekend for celebration, the next for battle. A new morning brings fresh challenges for each Subaru driver. For Higgins, his attention is moved from his teammate to championship rival Barry McKenna.
Going good. And then I got to the end and got the Euro times, and I thought, what? I thought, Jesus Christ, did I stop in there for anything?
Higgins has a good lead to work with, but day 2 at the New England Forest Rally is a formidable challenge.
2, 4,
Embedded boulders jut through the road surface all along these stages. Hitting one can cause a lot of damage.
Right 5 plus long over crest, 50. Right 5 long tight pass, junction into bumpy late, 3 bumpy crest okay, 40 accelerate, left 4 plus. 50, right 5 minus in hold, and left 5 plus in, 130. Right 5 plus, 40. Short right 6 minus, 40. Late left
Stay in front of McKenna, and Higgins can take a firm championship lead. But if he makes up the gap, the championship battle tightens once again. Oliver and the other factory Subaru can't challenge for the event lead, but he's already climbing the leaderboard.
100 line, into 6 right minus, tightens 5 minus al flanc, tightens al...
The young star begins his hunt for outright stage wins.
Tightens a bit, into, tightens a bit, early slight right opens, 20, keep left over crest, 50, 6 right minus al flanc, tightens, keep in, to keep right over crest, 60, turn unspin, 6 left minus, tightens.
He wins the day's opening stage and begins his ascent. After his flat, he was in 24th. Overnight, he was in 13th. And in just a few stages this morning, he's up to 7th.
4 right plus, tightens. 4 right plus, tightens. 3 plus, keep in over crest, and early nip. 5 left plus, front or right? Front. 44 left plus, tightens. Half 3 plus, and 6 right minus.
He suffers another flat on stage 8, but manages to drive it out and complete the loop. At service, Higgins and Drew have a minute lead over second, but it's not without concern.
Yeah, we've extended our lead over Barry by probably, 20-30 seconds over the loop, but the last road section coming in again, we've had the fuel pump issues again where the car's cut out twice and we've stopped on the transit, so stressful is probably the best way of describing it, but the actual on-stage bit's been fine, no problem, just taking it steady.
Solberg arrives boasting stage victories for all but one.
Very good 3 first stages for sure. The speed is fantastic. And then on the last stage, it was the same problem as yesterday, we think. You know, on the straights, on the very fast, it started to vibrate, started to shake. So, and then the wheel just ripped off. It's how it is. It's bad luck, but we just have to keep learning and have fun.
From Oliver's standpoint, the roads are very unusual and very fast and very rough. So it's exciting driving for them and very difficult on the cars, but they're enjoying the rally. Here at New England Forest this weekend, we have a very large field. One of the things that's very exciting this weekend is Raman Alagaman re-entered rallying with a former WRC car in our colors. So he was a driver for Subaru Rally Team USA at the time, and now he's doing it as a private thing, but with a very historic car.
It's really special to be racing under these colors after many long years. Such a great package. Very involving to drive, but still very fast. So we're really proud to be driving under these colors and representing well. I think we're 3rd overall, and hopefully we'll maintain that for the rest of the event.
Piloting his 2001 WRC Subaru for the first time stateside, his impressive performance all but ensures 2 blue and yellow Subarus will be on the podium. The story of any season is never as simple as just tabulating wins and losses.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 50.
Champions are often determined by how they handle it when things don't go their way.
Flat crest, right to the
The contenders learn to roll with the punches and draw on their years of experience to come out ahead. Higgins and Drew survive the early attack from their teammate by choosing their moment to push. It's a narrative they've perfected year after year. Often the outright fastest, but not always.
Right 4 minus long hug past junction, 4 minus long hug past junction 80, care late neat drive entry.
It's their strategy that wins the war. For Oliver Solberg, he's shown he has the raw speed. But this season has given him the lessons he was looking for. About approaching the limits of his machinery and experience without exceeding them. Every mistake, every flat tire, and every stage mile pushes him farther through the learning curve. Solberg and Giraudet win every stage of the day except one and climb back to 5th overall. Not a victory, but impressive nonetheless. Higgins and Drew run out the final stage miles to claim an important win and a firm championship lead for the first time this year.
Right three over the finish. Right 3. 100. Okay.
Well done, bud.
We've got a really good win here. Controlled the pace once we got into the lead at the start, and we were just trying to nurse the car all weekend, go as fast as we had to go. But great job by Craig on the notes, and the team did an awesome job. And it's obviously it puts us back into the proper lead of the championship now as well. Good to be back on track again. That's the main thing.
Thank you very much. Didn't think it was going to happen.
Congrats.
Awesome. Yep. Sure. You too.
It was a very tough event, this one. You know, our pace was very good. We have a good recce, and unfortunately we had some problems with the tires. But it's life, it's motorsport, everything can happen. You just have to look forward for the next race and keep pushing. You know, it's been. I'm actually happy with the race. You know, it's a good pace and fantastic stages. So I enjoyed a lot, and Denis I think also enjoyed with the good speed we had this weekend. And it's been tough, but good. Yes.
We're so excited to have him back up here. Roman Alagaman alongside Chrissy Beavis in number 74 Subaru. 3rd place overall. In 2nd place overall, Barry McKenna and Andrew Hayes, number 97. And our overall winners of the 2019 New England Forest Rally, Subaru Motorsports USA's number 1, David Higgins and Craig Drew.
Next time on Launch Control. After back-to-back victories, the 3 Subaru factory rallycross drivers head north to Canada for the joint ARX and World Rallycross Championship event in Trois-Rivières. And while team expectations are sky high,
We want to show good against the world cars.
Inside.
it will not go as planned.
Stay out of his dirt.
Wipe is not working.
All hell breaks loose.
And it will not be pretty.
Something is wrong.
Subaru is definitely the team to beat. We definitely have an X on our back. Go.
Drive the outside.
We're just rolling the dice.
That's next time on Launch Control.